Okay, so we'll create a module. Okay, so there's t, elapsed time, beginning, a change, ending minus beginning. I think it would just be 0, 1. And the duration. Yeah. So, like easings. How do you use a mod? Like, what do you mean a mod? Like a module script? Style. And I guess I'll just default the style to style. I think these are lowercase. Yeah. So the default is linear. So the total time, 3 things are elapsed time, so occur time, and then it's the change in t. I think that's it. And then with these, it's a lot easier to do easing stuff. Basically all they are is they're, if you want to think of it as like libraries, so if you, like, I guess this kind of sounds a bit biased coming from me because I write a lot of modules, but they're like, I really don't want to say this word just because it makes me seem so like pompous, but the way I would describe them is like cheat sheets for developers who either don't want to write all their code or don't know how to write their code, which there's nothing wrong with. I'm not trying to like say like like you can't be ever this good, but basically what it is just provides a whole bunch of functions, code, streamlined, whatever, into a single thing that you can access and work together. I'll give you an example after this really quick, but I'll probably end my stream after that just because I've been going for like almost 2.5 hours. But yeah, I'll show you basically what I have in there. Yes, I am still live. Easing, so easing dots. I don't know, what's a good one? Out cubic, I guess. So as I said, these change like the quote-unquote weight. So easing dots in cubic. So these will be like the same thing, and they'll take the same time, but like they actually change. See how it like kind of like is a bit slower down there, and it gets like really fast up at the top? That's what the different easing is. I don't know if there's like, do they have an elastic? They do have an elastic, so I'll do that. In elastic and out elastic, just because that's pretty noticeable. Right, so that's elastic there. At the same time, it just kind of changes the weight of the function, right? Let me see, like if I can go to Desmos, my favorite calculus graphing calculator. If I say y equals like x squared, right? If you want to think of it as like, or usually I guess actually a linear thing is like y equals x like this, right? So like you're traveling from point A to point B, and like the x-axis is time, right? But if you have like x squared, right? Same thing. You're still ending at the same point, like if you're going to 1 within the same time, but there's like different weights, just the way that it works. So that's basically all that easing is. It's just kind of manipulating it. So you're still reaching the same thing by the same time, but it might be slower at the beginning or faster at the end or in the middle, whatever, depending on the easing style. So that's all that easing does. That's just a bit extra. So going back to modules, as I said, I've written a lot of modules. So as I said, bit biased for them. I will show you one of them. Personal favorite. Not entirely sure if I'm going to keep working on this one, just because there has been mention on Twitter, at least. Oops, I don't want to delete that. There's been mention on Twitter that there may be, like, I guess it's going to be actually incorporated in, like it's going to be built into the studio. So look, script, screen.